welcome to Park High School in Cottage Grove for the State Class A Girls Soccer Tournament. It is the champion of Section 2, the Albert Lee Tigers, taking on the champion of Section 5, the Park Center Pirates, in the very first state tournament game for the Pirates in their school history. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Sig Ligary. And Sig, these teams come into this one, both of them without a loss against a Class A opponent. Both of them play quite a few AA teams during the season, so they've been tested, certainly. I know Park Center, we got a chance to talk to them, and they feel the competition they played in the Northwest Suburban has them well ready for this Class A tournament.
And that's understandable. Just that they played some very good teams, and they've held their own with them, having only 3 losses. So they come in with a lot of confidence, they have a lot of skill. As we've seen before, they can score early, and they can score often if they need to. They have good balance, good speed. They're very tough up front and know how to get the ball up to those forwards.
Albert Lee's been in the tournament a couple times before, but they've lost both times and haven't scored a goal. Their coach admits that their section is still kind of an emerging section, which I thought was a good way to put it. Not as many of the kids play, year-round, and not as many get the kind of competition maybe as some of the Twin Cities players, but the record they've put together this year, they're winning their section in a shootout in the final. I mean, you know that they've done some good things, and they're going to come out hard in this one too.
Well, absolutely. They've won their record 12-3-2. They have also played some good teams. It's a little tougher when you're that part of the state where you don't have that much of a feeder program. So I just said they have not been able to have players that play full-time or all the time. They participate in other sports. But in a way that's that's almost kind of good for them, because the players that do play hard, they play well. The coach seems to have a lot of confidence in the team. Team looks like they're ready to go.
Park Center, as we said, very first time in the tournament. Their coach, Raul Garcia, told us though that he feels his girls are pretty loose, pretty confident. They're not worried about just coming out and getting things done on this field. You don't want to be overconfident either, but he likes their mental state heading into this one.
We saw them before the match out in the around the stadium. They were absolutely relaxed. They were jumping up and down. They were laughing, having a good time. It doesn't mean that they're taking it lightly. They're taking it very seriously, but they are loose. They are relaxed, and that's usually a good sign for a team.
All right, Pirates will take the field for their first time ever in a state tournament, and Albert Lee looking to pull off the upset here against the number 3 seed in Class A. Stay tuned, the Tigers and the Pirates will do battle next here on 12 Sports.
You watch Channel 12 at home. Why not on the go? Channel 12 is online at 12.tv. Watch on your phone, on your tablet. Channel 12 is your local source wherever you go. Just log on to 12.tv. Check out our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and even watch live events via live stream. So don't wait. Stay up to date with Channel 12 and 12.tv, your local source.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
And welcome back as we get set to begin tonight's contest here. Pretty nice evening for soccer, no doubt. A little bit of wind will have some effect, but we are expecting some rain later tonight. Everything that I've seen indicates that it probably should hold off until after this one is over, though, so that would be a good thing, of course. Here's a look at how things shake out in Class A. We've had one final so far. It was the first game on this field as second seed Orono, a 3-1 winner. And on the other half of the bracket, Washburn is the top seed. They'll be playing Sartell St. Stephen, and then Princeton and Hill Murray getting set to battle on Thursday. So be a lot of unfamiliar teams, obviously, for Park Center when they if they in fact are lucky enough to move on in this one, and that's kind of fun too. And you get to the state tournament, I think maybe a little nerve-wracking for coaches sometimes to not have a great feel for what the other team will do, but kind of an interesting thing to see.
Well, most of them don't get opportunities to see the other teams in competition, so this is their first glance at it, but in most cases, it's a matter of playing your own game. As we're talking to one of the coaches before the match, it's too late in the season to change things dramatically. You can play your game. You can make an adjustment on defense. Here and there, you can make an adjustment on the offense to go either outside or go more to the middle, depending on how the opposition plays you. But as long as they play their own game, they'll be fine.
Look there at Emily Nelson, the solid keeper for Park Center. 13-3 record this year for her. And at the other end, Catherine Flaherty, the sophomore, getting the start for the Tigers. Park Center, of course, in white, and Albert Lee in the light blue. And we are underway here to start things out at Cottage Grove. Lifted high in the air into the Tigers zone. Rosby up trying to get ahead on that one. Controlled here by the Tigers. Holly Wickman briefly, but knocked away and comes back deep into the Albert Lee zone. They'll try and bang it out of there. Nice ball into the middle, but just a little bit too far. Pay trying to wait for this one to come down and get to it here for Park Center. Now Pay, they try to push it to her on the outside, but it will be a throw here for Albert Lee. That leads to a quick turnover, but then the Tigers able to get it right back. Nice step up there to break that one up for PC by Maddie Heitzig, but it'll be a throw for the Tigers. They come up that right side. Becca Dupe trying to get across away, but it will be a corner kick for Park Center. Ball rolling pretty quickly on the artificial surface here, and Park Center working into the wind in this first half.
I think the winds can be tough to gauge, because right now it's calm on the field. We were down there a few minutes ago, and it was pretty windy coming from camera right to left.
Pay able to win that ball for Park Center. Rosby coming back to meet it here. Rosby's pass knocked down and knocked down again. Solid job there defensively by Sarah Niebuhr. Back pass there on Heitzig, lifting it in the air now, finding Pay. Pay had it knocked loose as she tried to get it to Rosby, and then Pirates get it right back here. Danielle Schaub had it, lost it. Duke losing that battle there. Teams turning the ball over back and forth quite a bit in the early going here as that ball got out of play before Abby Arsenault could get to it. So a throw here for Albert Lee, and they quickly trigger it in. There is a look at Rick Barnhill, veteran coach for the Tigers. And they step up there to meet that one, but Arsenault trying to get around. Physical battle there. Coach Barnhill talked about his team being a little bit smaller than Park Center. He was a little bit concerned about that. Here's a shot that's going to go off the side of the net from Danielle Schaub. And Schaub, one of the girls that played on the state champion basketball team for Park Center last winter. There's a look at Raul Garcia III. Third year as head coach with Park Center. Goal kick here for the Tigers. Taken by Taylor Thompson. Right up the middle, nearly turned over there, but Schaub couldn't control it. Now here's Monson. Pushes it to Pay. Pay turning to the outside. Pretty well marked there, but Pay maintaining possession. Able to spin back the other way. They just won't give her any room, though, to work with. Good step up there, and pass coming to Schaub. Now chipped ahead, and out to make the catch is Flaherty. Monson. Quick volley on that one. Clear and try block. Tigers, they like to play the ball. Their coach Barnhill said we do play a lot of direct long balls.
Yes.
We'll look to get on the attack quick. We're not necessarily going to be a possession team, moving it slowly up the field. We'll look to go at it right away.
Yeah, and there's structure for that also with basically a 4-2-4 with 4 forwards attacking, going for the long ball. Even though some of the defenders do come back, play up to be center mid.
Monson will send it over left side here. Dubois getting it ahead to Peterson. Looking outside now for Pay. And that's going to bring a corner kick here for the Pirates as she tried to cross that one in there. As you look at how the Tigers advance through their section. Shootout victory over Mankato Loyola in the championship. So Park Center getting its first corner of the match here. Abby Arsenault will take it. Chips it short there, and Dupe gets over there to get ahead on that one. Arsenault backtracking there, and Dupe knocks it free. She can run. 1 against 3 right now, but getting a good run going. Well, that one is broken up.
And they say it belongs to Albert Lee.
Both teams bringing a fair number of fans here and excited about their opportunity. We talked about it last year with the girls basketball. Park Center's had a pretty good run in girls sports in recent years. They won the state title in 3A girls basketball last year. They were back-to-back state champions in Class 2A in softball a few years back, and were in the section final in volleyball last fall, and in the section final in girls soccer last year, and of course getting into the state tournament this year. So pretty good run for them, as that one will bounce all the way through to Flaherty. Header by Monson and then Peterson, but Tigers get to it. Dunphy gets back to knock that one away, but sent right back toward her again. You see the ball, the wind is pushing that ball along a little bit, as you see Park Center's road to state, and the big one, the last one, obviously section final, but not just because it was a section final. They've had some history of being knocked out by Totino Grace too, and so they enjoyed that one doubly, I think.
I think that was called Sweet Revenge or Payback, whatever you want to term it. So they're talking to the girls earlier. They're very excited to be here.
Monson sending it ahead and off the side of the foot there of Niebuhr. So throw coming for Park Center. Megan Dubois will take this throw. We've played about 8 minutes here and no score on the board. Park Center's had a little bit of the better possession, but nothing really in terms of a chance for either team yet. Bouncing ball there, and Arsenault unable to control it. So a goal kick here for Albert Lee. They play in the Big 9 conference with a lot of bigger schools, and so their losses coming to Rochester Mayo and Rochester Century, along with Owatonna during the regular season, of course. And Park Center, the same story. They're in the Northwest Suburban with almost all 2A schools, and Maple Grove, Centennial, and Blaine handing them their losses. Good job to break that one up by Claire Sherman. Now they send it long for Dupe. Dunphy steps in to break that up. Finds Molly Monson, and now Schaub. Trying to go to Arsenault. She'll have to backtrack to get it. And the ball stays in along the line. Everybody gave up on it. Arsenault's going to track it down and gets across away. Here's Rosby. Way out of the goal to punch it away. There is Flaherty as Pay was lingering. Boy, everyone thought that ball was going out. In fact, the ball chaser had started to put another ball in. Here's a nice cross. They shot. And Flaherty reaches for it. Did it go over the line?
I think
it looks like
it did.
It did. Park Center is on the board.
Well, wait, hang on. No, now they're saying it's a goal kick.
Yeah. It was
not a goal kick, it was a
so
punt.
close. As Arsenault gets it, yeah, she did just stop it right at the line, looks like there. Shouldn't have jumped to conclusions there. I thought they were stopping it for a goal. Close, but no cigar there for Park Center. So first good chance of the night goes their way. And now at the other end, we have a corner kick here for the Tigers.
It's our first opportunity to see the Tigers set play. Yeah, it's hard to see down there. There was so much confusion as to where the ball really was from this angle, but it was pretty close.
Wickman will take the corner. She's got that brace on her knee, been playing with the injured knee, and going to try and wait and have some surgery after the year, it sounds like. They go short with it. Dupe's going to try and give it back to Wickman. But that one's broken up. Battle for it here. Karina Schultz got it to Dupe. And then Wickman hit Monson with it. And this one is going to bounce all the way through. Goal kick coming up for Park Center. So kind of an interesting little sequence there as Park Center nearly put one in, and then Albert Lee quickly got a corner kick at the other end.
And they came back in a hurry.
Maddie Heitzig will put her foot to this one here. I think at this end you want to keep the ball low in this first half a little bit seem to be going against the wind here. As Niebuhr will send it up, but nobody able to get to that one. Nelson's going to range way over, though, and play it. A little bit surprising there, but would have had a goal kick, but I think wanted to kind of keep the pace of the game up a little bit.
And she gets a punt. She's probably more comfortable with a punt than a goal kick. Keeping it low, gets to the midfield.
Peterson dishing it over now to Dubois on the left side. Here's Pay looking to get a step and go here.
This is what she likes to do, go down the sideline. Nice defensive play again by the Tiger defense.
Throw here for Park Center into the middle. Monson. That one punched quickly right back out of there, though, and it's going to be out of play, and a throw for Park Center. The winner, as we said, gets Orono in the semifinals. Be a throw here for McKenna Dubois for Park Center, another of those key players on that state championship basketball team. And I really do believe that, you know, in these pressure games and everything, it helps to have gone through that. There's a lot of pressure in those section and state games in basketball. The crowds are loud, they're right on you, and I just have to believe it helps in terms of being a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more ready for just some of the other things that go on around a game too, you know, the waiting around and things like that. Here's an opportunity for the Tigers, but that one will sail wide as they have been able to generate a little bit here of late. Rachel Reynolds getting an attempt there, but not quite able to put it on goal. Heitzig will take this goal kick again here for Park Center.
And again, keeping it low. This time, Tigers are waiting for it.
And then chipped long from midfield, and that one's going to sail out of play. And a goal kick coming up here for Park Center. You can see Albert Lee, they were not hiding the fact that they like to go direct and play the ball long, see if they can't make the defense make a mistake. And it comes short with this one as Megan Dubois waiting for it here.
probably a good idea since Hollywood Lee was moving their defenders up to almost fill a four-line midfield.
It's going to be the Tigers getting the throw here as it glanced off a Park Center foot on the way out. Claire Sherman will take this throw here for Albert Lee. Banged right into Schaub by her teammate Heitzig. High bounce at midfield. Rosby couldn't quite get there. Nice ball ahead here. Schaub to Rosby. Rosby looking outside for Arsenault, but a good break up there by Tarina Schultz. Tigers wanting to counter, but it's quickly taken right back. Here's Molly Monson, who's been a great addition to this team this year for Park Center. Rosby had it, lost it. Rosby playing it to the outside with the header for Arsenault. And she's run off that one. We'll have a throw, though, for PC.
And you clearly see the differences between the two teams and how they play. As we saw Tigers sending the ball down deep, looking for some kind of a play. Park Center more of a possession, more finesse team, moving the ball around from player to player.
Arsenault, nice job to win that ball back. The conference they play in is definitely physical too, so I think they may be the more physical of these two teams. Pay trying to get a shot away, and Flaherty calls off her D to come out and grab it up. Yeah, if you're timid in the Northwest Suburban, you're going to get banged around quite a bit, and I think as younger players, maybe that was the case a little bit with Park Center, but now they're very veteran and they know what it's like, and they're willing to get in there and mix it up with anyone.
Yeah, and they can do that. They've got the size to their advantage. The thing I like about Albert Lee is they're very quick on defense. They're getting in there and attacking the ball as Park Center tries to get past that 15-yard line.
Duke trying to get to this one. Heitzig able to keep possession. They ask a lot of Dupe in terms of covering ground because she's kind of up there by herself, when they first get the ball in transition. Monson giving it to Schaub.
It's kind of like Albert Lee is sitting back a little bit, assuming that Park Center is going to move the ball up and cover him in the midfield.
And we will get a hold call there against Albert Lee, so free kick here for Park Center. Played 17 minutes of soccer here and no score on the board in the State Class A girls quarterfinals. Park Center had one near miss where I jumped the gun a little bit and thought it might have snuck over the goal line as Flaherty, the keeper, was on her stomach reaching for the ball, but she stopped it just short of the goal line. Monson banging that one ahead and slammed out of there. We will get a throw here for Park Center. Schaub will bring it in. Knocked away, it'll come back to Molly Monson. Serving one into the middle. Pay gonna wait for this ball to settle down a little bit, and does.
Pay is just surrounded by blue shirts.
We will get a throw here for Park Center.
Here's a good look at number 23, Pay, Josie Pay.
A race for it here, won by the Pirates, but not for long. And that ball kind of mishit out to the side, though, and we will get a throw here for Albert Lee. Or, excuse me, for Park Center. Here's Pay to Rosby, back out wide to Pay, knocked away from her. It'll be a throw for Park Center. They have started to get the field position battle in their favor a little bit more again here later as we've gone. And that one is going to be a corner kick as the header by Zelenik, the freshman, goes out of play. So corner for the Pirates here as Arsenault will line it up.
And Park Center flooding the
penalty box. Albert Lee has 10 players back on
Here's
defense.
Pay with a shot, stopped by a defender. Oh, and then Pay gets another quick attempt, and it's right into the hands of Flaherty as you get another look. First one's blocked by the D, but watch it come right back to Pay. And she knocked it down, really more or less just getting in the way to deflect that one, but it almost wound up. If Flaherty wasn't right in the center of the net, that one would have snuck in. Pay trying to win this ball back here. And then knocked out beyond midfield. They lofted up, trying to spring dupe a little bit here, but Heitzig is out there with her battling.
You see the confusion from the net. I think Page just kind of tried to deflect it in. And just saved by the keeper.
Tigers were worried about not committing a handball violation there too, as it bounced up near one of the players' hands. And did the right thing, just try and quick clear it. It happened that Pay was in the right spot, but then again Flaherty was in the right spot as the keeper there too for Albert Lee. So a second pretty good opportunity that goes by the wayside for Park Center. We've passed the halfway point of this first half now, and no score on the board as McKenna Dubois will get set for the throw in here for PC. Right onto the foot of Pay, and she wheels to the outside and is gone in a flash. Schaub looking for some room to cut it in, but pretty well defended.
Nice takeaway on the defense.
Taylor Thompson stood her ground well there and didn't let Schaub get by.
For the Tigers, number 4, Katie Rasmussen, and number 18, Haley Lamping.
Katie Rasmussen will come in, and Haley Lamping as well here for Albert Lee. Temperature pretty ideal, I think. You don't want obviously to be playing in an ice box, but you don't really want it to be too warm either. And I think cool enough that it's not going to be a problem for running around a lot out there, but also not so cold that it really is going to bother the people. Maybe if you're on the bench, I suppose, but I think for the people out there, it's probably pretty close to ideal. Not that you wouldn't mind a little warmer, but for this time in October, I don't think we could complain at all about what we're seeing out here.
No, not at all.
Here's Molly Monson sending one straight up the middle here. Knocked away. Arsenal trying to win it back here, but can't do so now. Sent long. A race on here. Nelson ranges out, and we'll grab that one up. Emily Nelson will punt it away here for Park Center.
And the wind caught that one on the apex as it came straight down, but Pirates maintaining control now, sending it deeper into the Albert Lee zone.
That pass into the center finds nobody home, and Dubois coming back the other way. Trying to find Rosby. Now it bounces back out. Schaub picking it up. Tried to drag it around the defender, but couldn't do so as Schultz able to break that one up for Albert Lee. And you're right, I like the quickness on their D, and they've been in good position most of the time too. I mean, every once in a while one player will get beat a little bit, and usually the second one is good with the ball. Katie Wang coming in here for Park Center.
Now in for the Pirates, number 14, Katie Wang.
Throw by Megan Dubois. It comes right back to her. Gets Peterson in the middle. They'll switch fields here over to McKenna Dubois. Hay coming back to meet it. Hay pushes it to the outside. Can she get there to keep it alive? It looks like yes. And then that cross is going to go off the football goalpost. So goal kick here for the Tigers of Albert Lee with 16.5 to play here in the first half, and no score on the board. Couple good chances for Park Center. They've had the better of things, I'd say, no doubt, but
Yes.
not putting a flurry of shots at Flaherty, but a couple that were close to finding the net. Long run here and knocked out of play. Tigers really like to get the throw-ins quickly. I've noticed that they're
they want to keep the tempo going.
Monson with a little room to work with in the middle. She's got a strong leg, both with shots, but also isn't afraid to send the ball long on passes. Ooh, that one had to hurt. Olivia Peterson catching one in the face, it looked like. Headed over here to McKenna Dubois. Broken up, though, at midfield by Megan Corton, but taken right back here by the Pirates. Here comes Schaub to Rosby. Touches it right back for Schaub, and just barely winning the race to that ball for Albert Lee was Taylor Thompson. So it is going to be a corner kick here for Park Center. That's the only bad news there for the Tigers, is it was a good play to break it up, but the ball rolls out over the end line for a corner.
Third corner for the Pirates. The last time it got to be pretty exciting.
Guess it's going to be a throw.
A throw
I'm
in.
sorry,
Okay.
That's what I thought initially, and then thought he had indicated corner. Wang trying to get control, knocked away. And one back though by Molly Monson. She's going to drive it up the middle. Ball popped in the air. Another fight for it in the air there. Heitzig not afraid to throw her body in there. Pirates trying to control that bouncing ball. Peterson dishing it back. McKenna Dubois to Monson. They'll send it back here. Heitzig dishing over right side now to Megan Dubois. Here's Schaub. Schaub trying to go to Rosby. They weren't quite on the same page on that one. Heitzig heading it right back. Monson, you can see Park Center really trying to assert their will right now. Just they're not taking any time, wasting any time attacking when they get the ball right back. Benfrey sending it ahead, but broken up there by Sherman, who sends that one to an open spot. It's going to roll all the way down the field, and Nelson trying to control it there. She's getting a pretty good workout there, chasing those balls down, even though she hasn't had a lot of, shots toward her.
No, Albert Lee's had one shot, not on goal. And Park Center reloads and starts from the backfield.
Megan Dubois. Pass was deflected, but ends up with Schaub anyway. Wang trying to give it back to Schaub, but then her pass was beyond Schultz. And Rosby able to win that ball. Got her hip in there and guided the defender, and now we have a trip. Boy, it's going to be close to the penalty area, but just outside. Rosby hoping for a PK there. But she gets tripped up. Oh, boy.
I think that happened inside the box. They mark it right on the mark.
So Monson will line it up here for the free kick. It was very close, and obviously, since penalty kicks are such a game changer, the officials generally are going to be certain that it was in the box before they'll call it that way. So it was definitely close. Monson lining it up. Park Center trying to break the deadlock. And she tries to go high short side, but gets underneath it too much over the top, so the Tigers dodge a bullet a little bit there.
So again, gets underneath it, and it just doesn't hook like she wanted it to.
Into the game for the Tigers, number 9, Rachel Renault, and number 14, Becca Duke. In for the Pirates, number 17,
Duke
Cassie
coming back
Hemming.
into the match.
Thompson taking the goal kick, but Monson intercepts it. She will send it long, looking right side there as Cassie Hemming is in there now, 17. Hemming turning to get it here, trying to give it to Peterson now. Pay gets it, turns and fires, and just over the top. It'll be a goal kick for Albert Lee, but that chance was generated kind of out of nowhere. You see they turned it over, gave it really right over to Pay, and she turned and volleyed that ball that was bouncing a little bit and got away a strong shot, but just a little too high. Oh, Albert Lee nearly turning it over cleanly off that goal kick. That's one thing they have to be careful about.
You don't want to do that too many times. It could be very expensive.
To the middle there, Peterson with the header. Now Monson will pick it up. Chipping it over toward Pay. Pay will track it down on the outside, gets a cross away, but that one is knocked free. Peterson giving it to Hemming. Hemming, a nice move around the defenders. Dishing over to Schaub. Schaub shoots in, didn't get a lot of it. A one hopper by Flaherty. Wow, Hemming, tremendous job. She hasn't been in the match long, but beat 2 defenders and then unselfishly gave the pass away to Schaub. And I think Schaub would like to have this one to do again. There was a defender that was in the way enough that it limited her, where she could shoot that one too.
In the meantime, we have a foul called against Park Center, their first.
So a free kick on that Wolfpack logo here at Park High School. And they will go short with it and look to get a return pass, but the Pirates are ready for that. Schultz with the header.
There's one thing we noticed before with Park Center, their defense is very patient. They stay in their position. Here's Dupe trying to get past for a shot, and Nelson comes out to scoop that one up.
Defender doing all she could to stay in Dupe's way without drawing a call. The official came down and had some words for one or the other, both of them, but I think you'll take a little scolding if it takes away his scoring chance there, and that's what they're trying to do. Was I think it was Dunphy trying to shield off Dupe. Now Pay coming back the other way for Park Center. Battles her way through a defender. Nice little move there. Should dish it back to Monson. Fakes and then comes with the left foot. Ouch, into the face. So one of the Tigers there. And Albert Lee able to gain control here. Sherman dropping it back, and then they bang it long for Duke. This is what they were hoping to get, is a little bit of a tough spot for a defender. Duke winning that ball cleanly and doesn't get much on it though, and it's going to roll right to Nelson. Here's a look at Duke and Heitzig as they get a little tangled up. At that moment, I'm sure Heitzig and the Pirates are kind of saying, where's the call? But I think overall, it's probably going to be okay for them if it is allowed to be a little physical. I think that was, in general, might favor them a little bit more, so they're not going to have a lot to say about that one. The header goes the wrong way if you're Albert Lee there. Hemming sending it for Pay. Now Pay getting control. Keeps it away from the defender for a moment. Then a follow-up try. Lofted toward the net. Oh, and Flaherty is right back on the goal line. Any bobble there probably winds up in. I thought this one, for a moment, might really give her trouble as she was drifting backward.
It was a high shot, and then she flared just about a foot off the end line.
It's under 7.5 to play now in the opening half. 0-0, but definitely the play has opened up more. The chances are coming a little bit more here for Park Center, I think, than what we were seeing for a while. Now Monson getting possession here for PC. Surveys the field and sending one direct up the middle for Hemming, but that one trapped down and sent the other way by Niebuhr. Dunphy will run it down here for Park Center. Onto the foot of Monson. Monson again looking long. Hemming able to track it down and goes around the D. Hemming is in. She fires on. Flaherty with a great save. Throw in for Park Center. That was a superb stop. Watch the great move by Hemming. Basically in alone. And goes left foot, and Flaherty just gets it with a dive. Put the ball maybe a little more into the middle of the goal than she might have wanted, but it was definitely ticketed for the net if Flaherty doesn't make that great effort to get to that one.
Parks, they're trying to put all kinds of pressure on Flaherty, but this is what we always say about getting into the tournament. If you have a hot keeper, that keeps you in the game.
Peterson dishing it back, and here's McKenna Dubois too high with that
the game
one.
For the Tigers, number 3, Mariah Hernandez, and number 8, Nadia Leal.
So Park Center,
Into the game for the
a
Pirates,
near
number
miss.
15, Jill Rosby.
And you know, the other near miss, well, at least one of the other ones was kind of a, I don't want to say lucky, but just kind of a bang bang off a player type thing. But this was a clean quality shot.
That was.
And Flaherty comes up big for the Tigers. Pirates getting it in danger again. Here's Rosby's shot, and that one didn't have a whole lot on it, but Flaherty lunging over to make the play here. Flaherty, busy night here, and you look at Rosby again, doesn't hit this one quite how she wanted to, and not a lot on it by that point, but still was ticketed toward the corner anyway, so if you catch a keeper out of position there, you could have gotten a goal out of that one.
Yeah, or if you could have gotten some good heavy leg on it, that could have been a factor also. Be a throw-in for Albert Lee.
Megan Corton will take this throw here for the Tigers. Looking for Dupe. Knocked from her by McKenna Dubois though. And now Monson will bang it ahead for Pay. You know, we saw the Maple Grove boys last night, Sig. Kind of a similar half to where they controlled it a lot but didn't have anything. And then they did get one right before halftime. Park Center wouldn't mind following the footsteps of their boys team from one of their district rivals as the Crimson did.
Yeah, they would like to get a reward for all the effort. They've had a multitude of shots. You know, looking at about 14 shots taken so far in the first half. A few of them quality shots, but the Albert Lee defense and the keeper has been able to keep them out of the net.
And too far for Hemming to go to get to that one. We will have a throw here for Albert Lee. Hernandez taking this throw for the Tigers. Quickly intercepted. Schaub gets it to Monson. Monson playing it for Hemming. Got a nice step in and takeaway there for Schultz. And likewise at the other end for Heitzig. Now it comes right back to Monson off of Schaub's foot. Leaves it for McKenna Dubois. Hay waiting for it on that left side. Turns to the outside, trying to drag it back across. And knocked away. It'll be a throw here for Park Center as we tick under 3 minutes to play in this first half, and no score on the board. Number 3 seed Park Center and unseeded Albert Lee tied up at 0-0. And looks like they are going to allow this sub now for Park Center, as Marissa Volstead will check in, cast and all.
Now in for the Pirates, number 12, Marissa Volstead.
Onto the foot of Pay.
You can see they're double teaming Pay anytime they can. They know how dangerous she is, and they've seen that before, and they're seeing it now on the field.
Hemming able to win this ball back for Park Center. Monson, nice job to get to it before Dupe could. Leaves it back there for Megan Dubois. And Schaub will head it back into the middle to Heitzig. Knocked from Volstead, but she's able to track it down again. Gets it to Monson. Monson going to send one to the middle there, trying to get Pay. And overrun by McKenna Dubois there, but she'll circle back and still be first to it. But Tigers force a turnover and then taken right back. Volstead just beaten to that one. Megan Dubois trapping it down nicely, finding Schaub. Shaw has good wheels. Pushing it out to Hemming on the outside, able to
1
keep
minute.
it alive. Hemming gets around the defender. Hemming trying to send it out front, knocked away, but a corner coming. A little under a minute to play in this first half. Park Center don't need to rush, but they need to be conscious of the time anyway, as Heitzig will make the long run up there to take this corner. Sending it out front, it's off the body of Hemming. Now a shot, rolls all the way in! It's a goal! Not much on it by that point, but there were so many bodies in front that Flaherty got a late start toward it. And Rosby's going to get the goal here for Park Center. Probably not really as good of a chance, it didn't seem, as some of the other ones they've had, but
It just trickled through the defenders, and the defender actually stepped away from it, assuming Flaherty was going to get it, and not the case. But watch it again. It tries to get a poke at it, and it goes right past the keeper into the net.
So Rosby puts away her 7th of the season, and it comes, what did I just talk about?
Yeah.
Late in the first half, like we saw last night. And
Scoring for the Pirates.
yeah,
number
you're right.
13,
And looking at
Jill
that again, it
Rosby.
almost looked like the defender was so confident that her keeper was there that she let a ball go by that she might have been able to stop. And in hindsight, it doesn't look like a great idea. I know you're worried too, though, about deflecting the ball, changing
Right.
direction, and making it worse for your goalkeeper. But Jill Rosby will get the goal here with 25 seconds left in the first half, and we have now reached halftime. Park Center coming on strong later in the half, and they finally get a payoff for it as Rosby converts. Our score at halftime, Park Center 1, Albert Lee 0. We'll have first half highlights and then our second half on 12 Sports.
In other state tournament action,
Nothing Park Center as they strike in the last half minute of the first half after putting on a lot of pressure on Albert Lee in the moments before that. As we take a look at our first half highlights in this one, Josie Pay getting herself a little room and sends a cross out front. Arsenault nearly knocking that one past, but a nice save by Flaherty and got it just at the goal line. Then off a corner kick, Pay's shot blocked, but it comes right back to her and deflects off her foot and nearly sneaks in. Hay turning, firing a shot high there. Here's Hemming getting free, gets a pass, and Shaw, but one hopper that Flaherty stops. Comes back out high here, and this shot was pretty well placed, but Flaherty dropping back nicely to get it. Hemming made a great move to get three. I thought this one was going in. Flaherty makes a diving stop there. Another good opportunity here. Rosby doesn't hit this one especially hard, but Flaherty ranges over for a stop. Then off a corner kick here. This one will bounce over Rosby's shot. Doesn't seem like it has much on it, but it sneaks all the way through. Flaherty, I think, was maybe a little screened there, got a late start getting over, and couldn't make the stop, so that's the only scoring of the first half.
And looking at the numbers, a commanding lead for shots for the Pirates, 15-2. Shots on goal, 7-0. Fouls, 1 for the Pirates, 2 against the Tigers. And corner kicks, Pirates lead in that category, 3-1.
So as we head into half number 2, I think in a lot of ways Park Center would be saying, let's just continue what we were doing later in that first half, and we should be all right here. And they can breathe a little bit easier with that one goal late in the half. Second half of soccer coming up, the State Class A girls quarterfinals on 12 Sports.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Minutes up on the board here at Park High School in Cottage Grove as we get set for our second half of this Class A girls soccer quarterfinal. Park Center a 1-0 lead here on Albert Lee. I think they started to feel more and more as the half wore on that they were playing their style of soccer and really connecting on a lot of passes and generating chances. And as we saw in those halftime highlights, it was kind of strange because Flaherty, the goal that ended up going in, I don't think is one that I'm sure they would say we should have stopped. However, she took away a couple other ones that very easily could have been goals. So she actually had a very strong half. Just that last one, I don't think she saw it immediately, and the defenders were a little bit unsure on whether they should play the ball or not, because it certainly appeared that there was at least one or maybe two different defenders who could have stopped the ball if they really wanted to.
At that time, they had so much traffic in front of the net that they just couldn't get in there.
Long up the side here, Duke trying to track it down but can't do so. A throw here for Park Center.
So we'll see if any adjustments are going to be made in the second half. It looks already like the Albert Lee Tigers are sending up an additional player up front.
Be another throw for Park Center. The Pirates will have the wind with them in the second half, if that will make a lot of difference. I'm not sure if it will or not, but
only for goal kicks and perhaps for set plays, but otherwise they like to keep the ball on the ground with their short passes.
Coming long up the middle here, Tigers trying to generate a chance, and this one is going to be a throw-in way down in the corner for Albert Lee as Dunphy came over to break that one up, but goes out off of her. McKenna Dubois getting to that one first and able to win that ball. Tried to go to Arsenault, chip toward the net. It's kind of in that in-between spot here, too far for Nelson to come out and get it, and now the shot goes harmlessly off the side of the net.
So Albert Lee came out charging at the beginning of this half. As we said, they definitely put more players up front.
Nice step up there, McKenna Dubois. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I mean, you came in probably knowing you're the underdog and you play as way, but once you see that they got a goal, there's no reason to try and protect a 1-0 deficit. You gotta do what you think you can do to generate offense too. Schaub pushing it back out to Pay. Pay's gonna stop and put it out middle for Schaub, volleying it toward the net, but right into the arms of Flaherty. Flaherty trying to keep that ball a little bit lower here into the wind in the second half, it looks like. Megan Dubois, long ball up the middle. Rosby has it hop over her head. Schaub, though, quickly comes in to win that ball to Arsenault. Off a defender and pushed out wide. It'll be a throw here for Park Center.
Yeah, definitely a change in the setup for the Tigers. They still have two players up front.
McKenna Dubois taking this throw for Park Center. Rosby deflecting it back out front.
In other soccer action, boys class AA. At halftime, it's Rochester John Marshall and Wayzata tied at 0-0.
Ahead to Dupe. Knocked away from her. And we play it to the outside. Trying to get a turn and go here is Thompson. Thompson moving up front here after playing in the back in the first half. Dubois knocked it down and then Nice hit there, and it'll sail wide of the mark. It's a goal kick upcoming here for Park Center. Albert Lee, I think, maybe catching the Pirates a little bit off guard here by coming out after them pretty quick in the early going.
And in boys single A action, Mankato West leads
Well, there's some
Monticello
teamwork there.
3-0.
Olivia Peterson gets her shoe tied by McKenna Dubois. I don't know what that's about if she's not as good at it as McKenna, but
Probably saves time if somebody else helps you.
Monson playing it ahead, but that one's broken up. A little bit of a slow start to the second half for Park Center. I'm sure their coaches right now kind of reminding players who are over near the bench, hey, we haven't won anything yet. Yes, we controlled the first half, but we have to keep up that same kind of tempo and same kind of pressure. Here's Schaub trying to get it to Rosby.
In fact, just by the fact that the Tigers have more players up front, will be fewer defenders and midfielders. So you would think Park Center would continue to put the pressure on, since they have the body advantage.
Arsenault trying to force a turnover here. And it will be Albert Lee's throw. Taken there by Kelly Hansen. And both players go down there, and a little shaken up is Peterson.
Foul called against Albert Lee as Peterson gets up.
Another throw coming here for PC, and Peterson, I think,
trying to shake it off.
Yeah, looked like, I wonder if she didn't catch one in the stomach or something, the way she was, looked like she was trying to catch her breath a little bit. This will be a goal kick here for the Tigers. Flaherty will take this goal kick here. Rosby heading it into the middle, and that one slammed out of there. Monson charging hard, able to trap it down. Ooh, and then runs right into Niebuhr. Pirates get it right back, though. McKenna Dubois to Arsenault. Cutting it back to the middle, now crosses it. It's high in the air, still dangerous. Schaub just got a little bit of that one. Ball loose yet. Hay turns, hits a defender with it.
It's like a scrum in front of the goal
Here's
net.
Rosby, a shot. That one deflecting high in the air. And Flaherty did a smart thing there and just punched that one out, as there was two players, one from each team, kind of in her way alongside the goalpost there.
I see a lot of back and forth activity. There's a header as it goes up, and watch Flaherty comes out. Great move. Gets a paw up there and pushes it over.
Corner kick here for Park Center. Comes back out. Here's McKenna Dubois, and that one skies over the top of the net. So get a throw or a goal kick here for Albert Lee. Zelenik will take the throw in, or excuse me, the goal kick here for the Tigers. Got it to Renault. Tries to get a little momentum going, but taken right back by McKenna Dubois. Monson, one touch over to Schaub, and that one then broken up by Wickman. And it will be Park Center's throw out there on the right side. Megan Dubois triggering it in here for the Pirates. Hay to Schaub. Schaub has a little room to work with. Schaub sending it through, but broken up. I was thinking before, Schaub might be a little too unselfish on a couple of these. She could be looking to let one rip herself on a couple of them too.
Well, they're trying to center the ball and get a good opportunity. But you're right, if you have a shot, take it.
Pirates again able to force a turnover. They've done a good job, even more and more as the game's gone on, of Albert Lee gets possession. They oftentimes give it right back at midfield. Here's Monson, a long one, and scooped off the turf by Flaherty before Rosby could get there. And Peterson ran up the back of run out there, so foul on Park Center.
And while we have the second officials for this match is Michael Rasavi, center referee. AR1 is Andy Ball. AR2 is Steve Ball. And the fourth referee on this far sideline is Matthew Heil.
Out to the outside here, Pay trying to control it along the line. Nice move there. Got a little space now. Here comes Pay to the middle and over the top. It'll be a goal kick here for Albert Lee.
I think she tried to get across, but just got too much on it and it took off way on the other side.
Early on, it seemed like Albert Lee was doing a great job of staying with these moves, but we saw Pay do it a couple times, Hemming a couple times, where they're really kind of over committing on a fake and leaving a pretty open opportunity.
Yeah, they're seeing that and they're taking advantage of it. Also, they're wary of the Tigers having two more players up front, so they have to be a little bit more careful on defense.
Throw in here for McKenna Dubois. And now Megan Dubois will track it down here. Oh, and Monson is knocked down. And we will get a foul called here against Albert Lee. Been a generally pretty clean game. This one got a little bit physical. Coming in hard there was Corton.
I give her a arm check on the back.
Heitzig with the free kick. Here's the header out front. Ball still dangerous, knocked loose. Pay winds up with it. Pay fires. And Flaherty making another nice stop on a low, hard shot there from Josie Pay.
Yes, and again, a lot of activity in front. There's fewer defenders now in front of the goal area, which actually gives Flaherty a better view. Actually got two defenders parked into the inside the goal area, or inside the goal net.
Here's Pay, spinning free. Sending it over left side, Arsenault hustling. Can she get there? Not quite. And it will be out off of Albert Lee. So Park Center gets a throw here. See some subs coming on for PC here as
now in for the Pirates, number 12, Marissa Volstead, and number 20, Chelsea Helfrich.
And Chelsea Helfrich will come in. Tap back to the middle, and that one broken up. Duke coming back to get it. And she's able to block that one from Heitzig, and here comes Duke. Pass, though, gets away. Then she blocks the clearing attempt.
Park Center finally gets it to the midfield where they have pretty good control now, setting up their offense.
Volstead looking for some room. Got that one knocked away on the pass. Corton dropping it back. This hit a little bit to the outside, and McKenna Dubois will track it down for Park Center. Dropping it back to Dunphy, and now Monson. Volstead working it right side for Pay. Pay gets a step on the defender and fires the shot. It's off the goalpost. The rebound by Arsenault, knocked off the crossbar. Two very near misses in a row for Park Center there. Wow. First shot was a good one. Second one deflecting by the defender off the crossbar. And Park Center nearly went up 2-0.
This one off the near post. Arsenal couldn't get a foot on it, and this gets directed back up. Here's Pay with a shot from the outside to start all of it.
Flaherty just got a fingertip on that one. Then really it was the defender that nearly put that one in the net, because Arsenault's shot didn't have much on it at all. And in trying to clear it, they nearly put that in the top of the net. Helfricht meets it, leaves it for Molly Monson here. Leaves the defender in her wake as she faked that one. Now drops it over. Helfricht.
Pirates with the numbers.
Monson getting the return. Goes to Pay. Pay the shot, and it's going to be a corner kick upcoming for Park Center as the Tigers blocked it but out of play.
They tried to do a redirect, but the Albert Lee defense is right there to knock it out. They're waiting for the substitution.
Abby Wessel coming in for Park Center. Off the corner, Flaherty able to make the clean catch on that one despite Monson cutting in front of her there. Heitzig gets it to Volstead with a little room to work with. Her pass behind Helfricht, though. She has to come back for it. And then lost it to Schultz. Thompson colliding with Dunphy, and Dunphy got the better of that one. Return it out to the outside here for Renault to Thompson. Dunphy steps up nicely on her. And McKenna Dubois getting physical there. We'll get a throw for Albert Lee. Renault. And this will be a goal kick here for Park Center as Thompson tried to turn and see if she could knock it off of Dunphy, but instead it's a goal kick. Schaub will report back in here for Park Center. Schaub running after this one, just gets beyond her though. It'll be a throw for PC. Megan Dubois will throw it in here for the Pirates. And knocked out again by the Tigers, so throw here for Park Center. Dish back here for Monson. Sending it toward the net. Batted around a couple times there. And trying to send it up for Dupe. A good step up though by Heitzig. And ball won there by Wessel. She'll drop it back to Monson. Monson looking to send one out front. Comes right back to her. Nice ball in the middle, trying to go to Helfricht, and then it's deflected. And Flaherty charges over to get it.
So that could have been interesting if somebody else picked that one off, but no harm.
Thompson trying to control this one at midfield here for the Tigers. Thompson, I don't think saw that one coming. McKenna Dubois lofting it the other way. And a nice header by Schaub. Got it to Rosby and back to Schaub, and now Helfricht. Helfricht will leave it for Schaub, but couldn't get between the defenders. And Helfricht takes it right back, though. Helfricht out front. Rosby a redirect off her thigh, but it goes right to Flaherty.
You see a lot of movement of the ball. Finally shot taken. There's a redirect right at Flaherty. So Catherine Flaherty had a great game in the net.
Monson to Schaub. Outside with it for Wessel. Here's Molly Monson looking for an opening. She'll drop it back. McKenna Dubois Out front, it got away from Schaub and then cleared out of there for the Tigers by Niebuhr.
Yeah, she turned around in the wrong direction. Otherwise, she could have had a pretty clear shot on goal.
Schaub nearly forced the turnover there. And now here comes Dupe the other way for Albert Lee, but lost it. Now the turnover forced. Helfricht, plenty of space at midfield, going to chip it ahead right side. Wessel is over there.
It's a 4-on-4.
Oops, Wessel tripped over the turf there a little bit, looked like.
In for the Tigers, number 18, Haley Lampley.
Keep an eye on Duke. She was a little bit banged up when she went down that last time and was walking gingerly.
Peterson back in for Park Center. Nearing the halfway point here in the second half, Park Center has continued to control the action. They lead it 1-0. Had a lot of pretty good chances. Flaherty's played well in net, and as we talked about at the time, a little bit ironic in that probably the chance that did go in wasn't nearly as good as a few of the other chances that she stopped.
Yeah, I still think that was kind of a miscommunication between the keeper and the defenders. And also, you had that so much traffic, you don't know who's doing what.
Schaub putting it out front. Nice step up there by Rasmussen for the Tigers. Now Monson winning this ball back. Chipping it out front over Rosby. Comes to Schaub though. And that one headed out of there. Will be a corner kick here for Park Center. Tigers continuing to play well defensively, but Park Center throwing a pretty good barrage at them.
Number 23, Josie
We'll
Pay.
try and get some more going with the corner here.
Sports Authority is proud to be the sporting goods retailer partner of the Minnesota State High School League. Sports Authority, all things sporting goods.
Heitzig will come up to take this corner here for PC.
And Albert Lee again having 4 defenders behind the keeper inside the goal area. Or right on the line. And it's a little bit far.
Went far post with it. Dupe missed it though, so the Pirates still have it. Tried to put it out front, that one broken up. Tried to get it to Monson, but that is broken up by Corton there for Albert Lee. It'll go off Dupe. It's a throw here for Park Center. Now I'm sure they'd like to put another chance or two away, but with the lead, and they're not allowing Albert Lee, anywhere near their end. So
that's true, but all it takes is one.
Out front for Schaub with some room, and that one deflected by the defender just over the top of the net. They're having a defenders get right back in there alongside the keeper Flaherty, and just cleared out of there. She was really trying to go to Rosby, I think, maybe more so than shoot that one.
Yeah, almost directed that one right into her own net. It's nice to have defensive help, but you got to make sure they get the ball out of the danger area.
Heitzig with the corner kick, and that will just bounce out of play. So a throw here, goal kick here for Albert Lee.
And Albert Lee's still hanging around, down by 1.
Zelenek will take it for the Tigers. Early in the second half, they looked like they were starting to generate a little bit of offense, but really since then, just unable to kind of solve getting the ball out of their end, with Park Center being relentless. Here's Monson. It was knocked away, but it winds up with Schaub anyway. And her pass was picked off. Thompson and Monson battling for it. It's knocked over to Pay. Pay stood up there. Nice job defensively by Katie Rasmussen, but they get it back to Pay. Here's her shot. And Flaherty making yet another save here for Albert Lee.
Flaherty's already got 6 saves in the second half. There's a push call, but an advantage called also with the foul against Albert Lee.
They get it ahead to Dupe. Pushes it to the outside and can't keep it alive. It'll be a throw here for Park Center. Quinn Peterson checking in.
Pirates number 17, Cassie Hemming.
And Hemming has come back in here for Park Center. Hemming really made the most of, her fairly limited minutes in that first half. She was involved in quite a few. She had one really good shot that Flaherty robbed her on. And a grab of the shoulder by Pay there.
So Albert Lee now with an opportunity to get their set play going as they send 3 more forwards up on top. Now they have a 4-player line up on top.
Peterson couldn't get it. Thompson, a nice ball into the middle. Good step up though, breaks that up. Now Olivia Peterson lofting it ahead. Schaub trying to control that ball. Now Megan Dubois able to beat a defender. Out to the outside, Hemming. Hemming cutting it to the middle. Chips that pass in, but sent out of there. Peterson had it for a moment, but good hustle there to run her off that one by Holly Lamping. Now Thompson. Dubois knocks it away from her. And they chip it long here. Trying to catch Park Center upfield. Now it comes toward Duke. Duke pushing it to the middle, and it bounces around. Emily Nelson's going to charge out and get it. And then Duke banged into the player, Megan Dubois, and Duke
that may
is going to be a yellow card right there.
Right there after the play, after Nelson had the ball, Duke ran in, knocked her down. That will be a yellow.
Nelson, some words of encouragement for her younger teammate there, Megan Dubois.
So Duke will be on the bench for the next series.
Kind of was thinking as they were coming upfield, getting back to what you were talking about. In a lot of ways, Park Center's completely dominated this game, but all it takes is one to tie it up. They, Albert Lee could get one if the Pirates aren't careful. Park Center, I'm sure, in a lot of ways, shaking their head that they don't have more than one goal based on the good chances they've had. But that's the way the game goes. Sometimes you have to just continue to try and get more chances and see if you can put one in eventually.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And the best thing Park Center can do is continue what they're doing on offense. They're controlling the ball. They're putting a lot of pressure on the defense. And the more time they spend in the Albert Lee zone, the less chances the Tigers have to come back and score. But again, it's only a one-goal game.
Nice job to break that one up, trap it down by Quinn Peterson, and Thompson pushes that ball ahead, but Dunphy steps in to slam it out of there. Now Olivia Peterson. She'll leave it for Pay. Return pass to Pay from Peterson. Now Rosby will serve it into the middle. It goes over to the far side. Lemming trying to control it. And look at that, right in the middle of the pile is Flaherty to grab it up. Good hand, she didn't panic here. As Schaub ends up toppling over the top of her.
Flaherty came out and very calmly picked that one up.
Push toward the corner, Rosby hustling after it, can't get there though, and it'll be a goal kick here for Albert Lee. Zelenik will take the goal kick here for the Tigers. Time starting to tick down on them a little bit, but 13 minutes remaining in the contest. Park Center leading it 1-0. And that one got out of play, so a throw here for Park Center. McKenna Dubois will trigger it in here for PC. Crosby trapping it down and then was tripped up. It'll be a free kick here for Park Center.
Let's check on the bench on the far side. Becca Dupe is sitting on the bench. So I'm wondering if that little run-in she had about 5-6 minutes ago is bothering her.
Monson with the free kick. And
it's over everybody.
Yep, trying to come up high, short side with it. She's got a very accurate and strong shot from distance. But not quite accurate enough on that one, obviously. Coming in for the Tigers, Maddie Funk, number 20. Raya Hernandez, number 3. It's kind of a fine line. I mean, I think for both coaches here, it's the state tournament. You'd like to get as many of your girls a chance to get on the field for a little bit here. But at the same time, it's still a 1-0 game. You don't want to hurt the momentum too much by subbing, a lot of players either.
Now you've got your core players in there, and that's what you want to go with.
We'll get a throw here for Park Center.
I mean, if the score is lopsided, yeah, that's a whole different scenario.
And it goes off of Hemming, and we'll get a throw the other way for Albert Lee. Straight up the middle, and McKenna Dubois sending it back the other way, and now Monson will boom it up, trying to see if she can't spring Rosby. Now Monson able to trap it down. Pay will fire a shot, and it skips in on one hop, and Flaherty making another stop. Boy, not a lot of matches where you see a keeper have to make this many saves.
Well, the good news for her is that the vast majority of those shots are right at her. She had to make a couple of diving play saves in the first half, but the rest of in the second half have been pretty much right at her.
Monson was called for the foul there, so Albert Lee will get a free kick around the midfield area here as we will tick under 10 minutes to play. Corton taking this free kick. Drop the pass back there for Funk. Knocked away though now. Monson's gonna bang it long, looking for Hemming. Hemming has Rosby cutting on the other side. And it's gonna be a goal kick as Hemming couldn't quite control it enough to do what she wanted to do with that one, so
now in for the Tigers,
goal kick.
Number 5, Claire Sherman, number 6, Taylor Thompson, number 14, Becca Duke, and number 17, Holly Wickman.
And now Duke coming back into the game.
Wickman also, and Taylor Thompson as they change 3 or 4 at a time there.
Coming to the near side, that's going to be a throw-in for Park Center.
Really kind of an unforced turnover there for the Tigers, and McKenna Dubois will take it. Rosby trying to get around the defender and does, puts the pass out front and then cleared. Albert Lee looking to quickly counterattack. Here's Taylor Thompson. Got it out front of herself a little bit farther than she wanted there, and Heitzig takes it. Got it to Pay.
Pay looking for some help in the center. Let's see if she can get that cross. Nope. It'll be a throw-in for Park Center.
A little over 8 to play here in the second half, and Park Center trying to be successful in their first ever state tournament game.
For the Pirates, number 4, Shelby Eckhart.
And even though they've had a lot of possession, it's still a nail-biter.
McKenna Dubois with the throw-in. And it'll be another throw as the Tigers have to clear it. Rosby comes to meet it, gives it right back to Dubois, and that one's going to go behind the net. So a goal kick here for Albert Lee. Park Center
And for Albert
The
Lee,
good
number
news,
18,
though, is
Haley
continuing to
Lambo.
see that clock tick down as they keep possessing in Albert Lee's end of the field. Peterson with the header. And that one's going to be sent right back out of play. We will get another throw here for Park Center. McKenna DuBois into pay. Dropped it back to DuBois, trying to get it to Rosby. Rosby, a nice job to meet that one. Briefly lost it, but gets it right back. Ooh, and then collides hard, and the whistle will sound. No goal there, foul on Rosby. Rosby chasing after this ball here, and then continued on. Oof. I thought at first it might have been just kind of a collision, but it was definitely the right call there.
Yeah, that was a good call. She brought her arm up and not stiff arm, but gave her a dump. Good call.
Monson with the header. And it's going to roll out of play. We will get a throw here for Albert Lee. And see, they're trying to get something going, you know, doing what they can, but it's just not been paying off. And a nice move by Monson to avoid Dupe. Got it to Olivia Peterson.
And again, the Park Center midfielders stepping in and getting those takeaways.
There's DuBois doing the same again. Try to get it to Schaub. It's high in the air. Pay.
Ooh, almost a dangerous kick.
And then drills it off of the Tigers there, Zelenek. So it'll be a corner kick here for Park Center.
And another team meeting in front of keeper Flaherty.
Heitzig will take the corner for PC.
This one's closer to the center.
Bounces past everyone with nobody getting a real clean attempt on it. Rasmussen clearing it ahead, and then we will get a trip. And this one might bring a card, it looks like. Taylor Thompson was tripped up, and Megan DuBois will be sent off with the yellow card. Another look right here as the ball goes by. Oh, yeah, she stuck
got the
out
foot
her
in
foot.
there. Got the foot in there.
That's
that
a good
changed,
call.
Yeah, that changed the direction of the play.
And in seeing it again, I would concur it's a cardable offense because it looked like she did it on purpose. So a free kick here for Albert Lee. So the clock stopped with 4:48 to play. Trying desperately to get some offense. They just haven't had much all night, and not entirely unexpected. Park Center, you know, considered the favorite coming in, and they've kind of thrown everything with the kitchen sink at Flaherty, and they've got one to go by, but she's made a lot of good stops. To the outside, here's Pay.
Goes right by past the defender, but the ball goes out. It'll be a throw in for Albert Lee.
Good step up by DuBois. Peterson, and got bumped down as she collided with Megan Cortana. It'll be a foul call against Albert Lee. McKenna DuBois will take the free kick. Make that Heitzig will take it. Rosby, the header out front. Schaub trying to control it. And Albert Lee able to get the clear. Thompson. Just tipped. Now Thompson charging hard. Knocks that ball, and
that's going to be a foul against Albert Lee, pushing after the play. Here's the ball clearly out of possession of the Park Center player.
Definitely has gotten more physical late here. Both teams at times have been guilty, getting a little over exuberant there.
Well, tensions are high. It's a close game. even though as we keep saying, the time of possession way in favor of Park Center, but Flaherty and the defense is hanging in there. Peterson out to pay, but can't track it down. It'll be a goal kick here for Albert Lee.
And for the Tigers, number 11, Callie Hansen. And for the Pirates, number 6, Megan Dubois.
Megan Dubois comes back in after getting that yellow card a moment ago. Blocked by Monson. Out to Pay. Pay gets around the defender, crosses it out front. 2 Pirates there, but neither could really get a good touch on that ball, as going to sail all the way through. She had Schaub and Shelby Eckhart over there, but neither one could quite get to it. It'll be a throw here for Albert Lee, but again, if the ball stays where it is, they have no chance to tie this up. So even though Park Center, again, would, I'm sure, like to have converted more than they have, they're doing what they need to keep this lead. Here's a turnaround try. Flaherty with another huge save. And they clear it out of play.
That was a big-time save again for Flaherty. You'll see it again. Good shot coming from the outside. Punches it out.
Rosby getting that left-footed attempt for Park Center. Comes right back into Jill Rosby, trying to cross it over. And Eckhart's going to have to run after it a long ways there. And it gets out of play. It'll be a throw for Park Center. And ticking down toward a minute to go here. Looks like the Pirates are going to win their first state tournament game. Here's an opportunity. The shot, and that one will sail just wide off the left foot of Monson. So maybe not dominant on the scoreboard, but dominant on the field.
Yes. That's the 15th shot taken for the Pirates in the second half. So it's a total of 30 shots so far.
Long race here. Dupe now getting control. This one's not over yet. Dunphy stepped up to break it up, knocks it out, long run, and it's going to be a corner kick for Albert Lee. We're going to have to hurry as we go under 40 seconds to go. We're going to have maybe an entertaining ending here as the Tigers get a corner kick very late in the match. Wickman will take it.
25 seconds, I'm counting.
Bounces out to the top, and that one will sail over, and it's going to be a goal kick for Park Center.
And unless they make a miscue now on their goal kick, they should wrap this up.
10 seconds to go, and sent up the middle. Hop high in the air. Pirates fans counting it down, and we get to 0. And Park Center wins its state tournament debut here over Albert Lee. That goal in the final half minute of the first half by Jill Rosby stands up as the winner. Park Center
On Wednesday, October
very much
29th at
dominating
3
the
p.m.
play, but they get just that one goal. They take a 1-0 win over the Tigers. We will come back here to wrap things up from Cottage Grove in just a moment as Park Center advances to the Class A semis.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Welcome back here to Cottage Grove. Park Center wins its state tournament debut as they beat Albert Lee 1-0, a game the Pirates really dominated. Just got the one goal late in the first half. And getting that goal, Jill Rosby, it came in the final half minute of that first half. And Jill, you guys threw a lot of chances at them, but that one maybe didn't even seem like one of the best chances. But talk about that play and what developed as you saw it.
Yeah, it really was not a very good goal, but we got the ball and it just barely kicked it, and someone whiffed and the goalie was blocked, so it went right in. And it was really not a very good goal.
Obviously, it goes without saying you guys would have rather put away more of your chances than you did, but overall, were you happy with the way this team played out here tonight? Yeah, we were very happy because we had most of the possession. We played very well as a team, passing and shooting, and we did everything that we wanted to. It's the first state tournament game, obviously, in school history in girls soccer. Was it everything you thought it would be? As exciting to come out here and play and have your fans over here and everything? Yeah, it was cool. I was almost more nervous than the state final game because it was just this huge stadium and just not similar to what we usually do. And it was a very new experience. Get Orono in the semifinals. Do you know much about them, and what do you expect from that one? We did scrimmage them preseason, and we know they're a very good physical team, and they have very good players. So it'll be a good game. Congratulations on the win here, and have fun on that one. Thank you. And Sarah Dunphy, call on one of the defenders here. You guys didn't have as much to do in the back tonight, but overall, did you like what you saw from your whole team out here tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was definitely one of the best passing games we had. We were possessing and we're getting it to the players and looking on the outside, and that's really our strong point when we get it down and then cross it. Was it getting frustrating at all when you got so many good chances and their keeper made a lot of good saves on you? Yeah, it was definitely frustrating, especially being back there as defense and you can't really do anything about it. But we still finished 1-0, so I'm happy about that. What's this been like, this whole experience getting to the state tournament for the first time? You know, is it drawing a lot of attention around your school and community? Yeah, it's been unreal. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that we're actually here. And just being the first team ever for girls at our school getting here is something unreal. And we even had a pep fest today, so that was fun. How about Orono now? Do you know very much about them? It sounds like you scrimmage them. You know, what do you expect out of that game? What kind of game will it be? We don't know much about them except for obviously they have Sophie, which is Miss Soccer, but we're just hoping that we can play our game and come out with the result we want. All right, congratulations on the win. Have fun on the semifinals. Thank you. All right, Park Center wins it 1-0 here tonight as the Pirates throw a lot at Albert Lee, a lot of good saves for the Tigers keeper, keeping them in this game, but Park Center with the victory here. So congratulations to Albert Lee for reaching the state tournament. Congratulations for the Pirates getting here for the first time and now moving on into the semifinals as they get set to take on Orono. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight from Cottage Grove. For Sig Ligry and all of our crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Once again, your final, Park Center 1, Albert Lee 0.